Hey, welcome to the House of L. And this week we're going to be talking about mommy issues. Everybody loves to talk about women and their daddy issues, but believe me, mommy issues are just as real and can cause just as much drama, if not more. This week was episode 4 of Supergirl, entitled Livewire. And in addition to being the first time that Supergirl has really faced off against a female villain, other than, one she was related to, there was also a really great exploration of mother-daughter relationships. We had Kara and Alex dealing with their mother, Eliza Danvers, played by Helen Slater. Yay! We had Kat Grant dealing with all sorts of mother issues. Kara's relationship with her foster mother, Eliza Danvers, has been really... She's escaped pretty unscathed, but that doesn't mean there hasn't been any issues. Obviously, Eliza has been much harder on Alex to look after Kara since she's new to this planet and, she had a lot to learn when she first got here. But Kara really sort of resented that in the sense that she wants her independence. She made a lot of the decisions that Alex got in trouble for, be it flying off the house when she's not supposed to, revealing her Supergirl identity. She chose to do all of those things, and so by putting all the pressure on Alex, it took away Kara's agency. And so she says to her foster mother, listen, I made these decisions. I have a right to do these things, and you don't have to worry about me. Not only that, but Alex has done so much to look after me. Now, Alex was not having any of this. From the second she knows that her mom is visiting, she's agitated. She's, ready to start some stuff. She's drinking lots of wine. And a lot of times, a daughter's relationship with her mother will make her want to drink a lot of wine. And then we have the fabulous and sometimes annoying Kat Grant, who is riddled with mommy issues. And all of those issues come through in her relationships with other younger women that she's mentoring. And really in the Kat-Kara storyline is where we see the effects of how a woman's relationship with her mother will be passed off to other women that she might be dealing with. For example, Livewire. Livewire, of course, is Leslie Willis. She is the shock jock, see what they did there, on the radio, who Kat kind of mentored when she was first starting out. So she mentors this girl, encourages her to be a shock jock, to not be afraid to take down sacred cows, and pretty much as long as she brings in the ratings, Kat didn't have much to say about it. So she encouraged this mean-spirited kind of journalism for the sake of ratings and for the sake of her own company. And then when Livewire has this accident and gets these electrical powers, she becomes the kind of person who will misuse them. Kat actually acknowledges the fact that, the way that she deals with other young women has a lot to do with the way that her mother pushed her. Sterling Gates has a great story between Allura and Kara and their relationship in his collection, Supergirl, Friends and Fugitives. It's part of the New Krypton storyline. And in it, he really examines that the relationship between a mother and daughter is really difficult, especially when they're suffering a loss. In that storyline, Reactron has killed Supergirl's father, and she and Allura are left to pick up the pieces. Allura is in charge of New Krypton, and she seems very hard to Kara. She seems very just focused on justice and focused on getting things done without really being in touch with her emotions, except at night when Kara hears her cry. That's the only time that Allura allows herself to grieve for her husband, and Kara hears it, but she never hears it in person, and she never is comforted by her mother, and her mother seems very cold and distant. And she starts putting Kara through these tests on the eve of her gilding day, which is when Kryptonian children decide what guild they're going to be a part of. It's their coming-of-age ceremony. She's seemingly punishing Kara for not finding her father's killer, or at least that's what Kara thinks, for not being able to capture Reactron in that story. And as it turns out, Kara is not being punished. Kara is being sent by Allura to do different jobs all over Krypton so that she can learn for herself what it means to be a part of each guild. So again, we have tough love coming from a mother who doesn't quite know how to express her emotions, but nonetheless is showing how much she cares the only way she can. This is issue 43 of Supergirl, called Gilding Day, and I highly recommend it. It's a great examination of that mother-daughter relationship. Well, that's all the time we have for the House of L this week. Tune in next Thursday when we'll have another episode of Supergirl to talk about. And if you want some more Supergirl action, you can get some in my Supergirl recap, which appeared on Tuesday, and Supergirl Radio, which is at supergirlradio.com. That's my Supergirl podcast that I co-host with Rebecca Johnson, and that comes up every Wednesday. So until next week, we'll see you at the House of L.